Namaste and welcome. Today we're going to be focusing on balancing the hormones. So what we're really going to be processing is working on these internal organs and these functioning processes to make sure that we are in complete balance and alignment. So starting off, we're going to be utilizing a little pranayama. Pranayama is the flow of the breath and controlling that flow of breath. So to begin, what we're going to do is take our two big fingers and place them at the third eye. And what we're going to do is we're going to block our nostril every other breath with our fingers, either our thumb or our two fingers on the opposite side. And this breath is called alternate nostril breathing. So what it's doing is creating balance and alignment between either sides of our body. So if you can take your finger and breathe out through your nose, you might find that one side is often more dominant, so you're feeling more air come out of one nostril. And this is oftentimes because in our society we are often centered on one side. So we're very masculine, feminine, strong energy, which would be our right side. And then sometimes we can come into this really passive, feminine energy, which would be our left side. These are also the conflicting edges of creative versus logic mind. So it's a really beautiful practice to create that alignment and bring both aspects, both hemispheres, right and left of the brain to everyday life. So this is a beautiful practice to do. They actually call it the beautification breath in yoga because it's creating that balance and alignment within the body. So without further ado, yet again, place the fingers on that third eye, block the right nostril, inhale left, block the left, exhale right, inhale right, block right, exhale left. Inhale left, block left, exhale right, inhale right, block right, exhale left. Another round, inhale left, block, exhale right, inhale right, block right, exhale left. And slowly lower your hands to the knees, keeping your eyes closed. Begin a regular breath, noting any sensations in the body, following that gentle rise and fall of the chest. Beautiful. And slowly we're going to inhale forward, just opening the eyes, bringing a little bit of movement into the body. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward and exhale back. And exhale, switch the opposite side. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Again, with these nice movements, we're just warming up the spine, giving a little massage to those internal organs, and coming into neutrality. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale to the other side. Release your hand, your right hand to the mat. See if you can arch over, gaze to the sky. Inhale to rise, switch to the opposite side. Really creating a nice, beautiful stretch in those obliques. Gaze to the sky. Inhale, both hands reach the top. Exhale, spinal twist. Inhale to rise. And exhale to the other side. And coming forward, release your foot to come into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, release those hips, open them up. It's really important as we're sitting for long periods of time at desks that we open up our hips, counterbalance. And go ahead and release the right foot forward, foot activated, toes to the sky. Bring the left foot into the side here. Remove any skin from the bottom if you need to, so you have nice connection with your sit bones into the ground. Inhale your arms up. And then push forward, hinge forward, so our chest is going towards our toes. And slowly allow gravity to pull you down. Feel this nice, beautiful opening stretch. Beautiful, and slowly walk your way in. Pull that right foot to the side, creating both feet over to one side. Inhale nice and tall, spinal twist. Exhale, as you release, bring that right foot this time into the side of the leg. Left foot activated, toes to the sky. Inhale. Really ground down the shoulders, elongating at the spine, almost as if I have a string pulling you up and over as you release. Hands on either side of the foot. Feel that beautiful stretch and the opening of the back. As always with these practices, if you're not quite all the way over, that's okay. You can come up to wherever you feel comfortable for the day, but just allow yourself with each breath to pull yourself over. Beautiful. Slowly release, bringing both feet again to the side, spinal twist. And release, coming beneath you for our first cat-cow of the day, spreading your fingers out nice and wide, creating that nice tabletop neutrality. Inhale, gaze to the sky. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale to the sky. And exhale, we're gonna push our toes together, open up our knees nice and wide. Activated child's pose, shoulders out. And here we're placing a little bit of weight on our third eye. It's a meditative practice. Beautiful, and slowly start to rise up back onto all fours. Tuck the toes, drawing in that rib cage, creating a little bit of warmth. We're warming up the Agni, the fire mudra. Great meditative practice. Bring your awareness into this present moment. Inhale up to downward dog, hinging back, placing the heels on the ground. Go ahead and step it out a little bit. Walk that dog. First downward dog of the day. Release. And gaze goes towards that back of the belly button. Pushing down, elongating through the legs if necessary, creating that micro bend. Release that right foot, come up as high as you can. Really feel that stretch in the back of that hamstring on the left side. Hinge forward, right knee to right elbow. Building that strength and push back. Again, hinge forward, right knee to right elbow. And push back. Last time, hinge forward, right knee to right elbow, and push back. As you slide forward, draw that knee into the navel and slowly step forward. Coming into that high lunge. Find where your stability is, your balance. When you're ready, come up a little bit higher and inhale. Lower down the shoulders, nice, tall, strong posture. Being mindful not to hinge too far forward or back, but being right on top of your carriage. Energy through the fingertips. Drishti, point of focus is forward. Beautiful. And swing down. Left hand comes on the other side of your right foot and go ahead and twist up to the sky. Beautiful posture, opening up the back of those hamstrings, giving an eternal massage to our organs, detoxifying, and release. Challenge yourself here, putting your hands on either side, lift up that back foot and come back into downward dog. Walk the dog, release any tension. And this time placing your right foot in the center of the mat, raise up the left foot. Draw it in, left foot to left knee and release. Draw it in, building that strength in the core. Hinge forward and release. If this is too much for you, that's quite all right. Just release and hold. So what we would do is just release and hold here and just swing forward a little bit and just start to challenge yourself. And over time, I promise you, you'll get there. Last one, we're gonna hinge forward, draw the knee into the navel, step forward, find that balance. When you're ready, start to float the gaze up and inhale to rise. Ground down, lower the shoulders, energy through the fingertips, being mindful of your body placement. Remembering to breathe. Beautiful. And hinge forward on this exhalation. Hands on either side of your foot. Take a step back into downward dog. Hinging forward here, we're gonna come to a high plank. Challenge yourself here to ground in those elbows, pull them into your body. If necessary, you can always go down to the knees, but if not, I challenge you to stay and maintain this high plank and lowering in 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Untuck the toes, and we're gonna go ahead and rise up ever so gently. Just a baby cobra, nice and gentle to our backs. Pushing back into Balasana. Release your hands, head can go to either side. And breathe, just normalizing the breath here. And slowly start to come up. We're gonna find our camel pose for the day. So go ahead and rise up onto the knees. If your knees have sensitivity, you can fold the mat in half so you have a little bit more of the mat underneath you. We're just gonna find a nice, easy, basic camel pose. If yoga's been in your practice for a while, you can go for the full camel. But if this is new for you, we're just gonna go ahead and place our hands on the back of our hips. We're gonna push our hips forward and slowly start to draw the sternum up as though there's a string pulling your sternum up. Being mindful of the neck, not to pinch it, but to rather maintain integrity of this structure and push those hips forward. As you feel comfortable, you can gently release the neck so the gaze is pointing towards the sky. Beautiful. These heart-opening postures are so good for us. And if it's in your practice, you can go ahead and release one hand. Lift your left hand up to the sky. Beautiful. Rise up. Challenge yourself here. Bring the left hand to the left and right hand to the sky for a half camel. And bring it up. And this time we're going to slowly sink down. And we're going to grab the back of our heels here. And we're going to take the crown of our head to the mat to counterbalance. So go ahead and push up. I'm pushing through the upper top of my spine. Beautiful, and slowly lower, rolling up. Nice and slow. And go ahead and roll your shoulders, just release anything. Inhale, the right hand comes up and touches in between our two shoulder blades. We're gonna exhale and then inhale the left hand up to meet those two hands so they can interlace. If this isn't in your practice and you're a little bit farther away, you can grab your t-shirt or perhaps a belt or yoga belt. So I can just go ahead and grab my t-shirt, nice and easy. I'm gonna inhale, lift the sternum, open up those arms and stretch. Breathing deeply. And release, windmill my hands out and over. The left hand is gonna come and touch in between those shoulder blades. Release the right to meet. You might notice that there's a little bit of a different flexibility for you depending on the side. That's okay. Again, always this Thunderbolt pose is a great posture for our digestion, creating balance in the body, being mindful of the breath, and release. And coming forward, we're gonna push these fingers forward, interlace them and concave at the chest. Raise the arms up nice and tall, grounding down those shoulders. Release the interlacing of the fingers, bend the elbows. We call this the Happy Buddha. Just feeling a little bit of warmth gathering in the arms. Beautiful. And slowly now pushing out. So if you can push the walls of your house away from you, releasing anything that no longer serves. And release, shake it out. Go ahead and take your wrists and we're just gonna stretch out the backs of our forearms. We've been working hard these last few weeks. It's so important just to give a little love back to every part of our body. We just slowly walk it around. And back the other way. Untuck the feet, coming down onto your back, nice and slow, being mindful of your body. Go ahead and concave, round out. We're gonna find a little bit of a dynamic bridge here. Dynamic bridge is gonna help us strengthen our pelvic floor. So we're gonna go ahead and rise up, exhale, lower, inhale, rise up, exhale, lower, inhale, rise, exhale, lower, inhale, rise. Really being mindful to lower down vertebra by vertebra, being kind to our bodies. There's many ways to perform any act in life, but there's always a way to do it with the most love and care. That's really what we're trying to do with yoga. It's easy to breathe, but there's a way to do it that gives you a sense of calm and peace. So just be mindful. And lower, draw that right knee into the right chest, lower down. And when you're ready, go ahead and open up that hip crease and close. Open up that hip crease to the side and close. And then go ahead and extend the right foot above. You can either grab beneath here or beneath the calf. Wherever you are for the day. If this is way too intense, you could also just take one of those belts, could be a string from a robe, and hold less. Wherever you are for the day, slowly allow gravity to pull towards you, opening up that back of the hamstring. Remembering to breathe. Bend down. You have two options here. You can either open up at the side here, keeping that knee bent, or you can grab at the inside of that foot crease and open up to extend. 3 intentional breaths. Beautiful. Drop that foot, draw it down and around, back into your chest, and cross over the body for a supine twist. Gaze goes to the opposite direction as your knee. Beautiful. This time, drawing in that left. Open that hip crease to the side, draw it into the body. Open the hip crease to the side, draw it into your body, and open and close. When you're ready, inhale, extend that left leg up. You might find that there's a little bit of a different flexibility in here. That's okay. Wherever you are for the day, that's perfect. It's where you're meant to be. With time, it will get better. Sending that breath, that energy into any tight areas of the body. You might feel a little bit of the tightness in the back of the hamstring. So send the breath there and allow yourself to trigger to that muscle. It's okay to relax, to surrender. Slowly lowering it down. Again, your option, opening at that hip or grabbing the inside of the foot, opening up. Drawing it in, comes down and around and across the body. Gaze goes the opposite direction. And drawing both knees in once more. Roll it out, give yourself a nice little back massage. Open it up. Channel that happy baby, releasing any tension. And drawing everything in as tight as you can. Tight, tight, tight. Squeeze your face, squeeze your arms, squeeze your tummy. Squeeze with everything you can. And release into Shavasana. The most difficult yet easy pose there is, because this one truly asks you to just be at peace with stillness. Drawing in those shoulder blades to open up the sternum, palms facing the ground, the sky, feet turned out, and just breathe. Noticing the sensations in the body, perhaps a sense of calmness that's washed over you. Feeling gratitude for the mat and this time. Just to be, to focus on the breath, to focus on yourself. When you're ready, slowly begin wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. Reach your arms up overhead, point the toes, and extend the body, a nice beautiful stretch. Slowly rolling onto the right side. When you're ready, make your way. I encourage you to try to keep your eyes closed, be kind to your body. Bringing your hands to heart center, begin rubbing your palms together. Place them over your heart, and I invite you to repeat the mantra 3 times in your head. I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. Rub your palms together. Place it over your heart, and I invite you to think of 3 people that you would like to send a little extra love to. someone you're feeling very grateful for in this moment, who makes this life so wonderful and sweet. Someone who's perhaps taught you a life lesson. Filling your heart full of abundance and gratitude. Bringing your hands to heart center once more. Bring the tips of your thumbs to your third eye so that you may see clearly with intuition. The tips of your thumbs to your mouth so that you may speak clearly with compassion. And the tips of your thumbs to your heart so that you may live a life full of love. Loka samasa sukhinu bhavantu. May all living beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste.